You guys, I'm jazzed to be here today because I love talking about Park Lane jewelry. I love it. I love talking about this industry. I love talking about what it's done for my family. Oh, baby. And all three of my boys are out getting haircuts with dad. So they're not even in the house. I love that. I love that too. My daughter's still here. And actually, she's like, Mom, I have to go to track. So anyway, you guys, I am so glad to be here in this Learn More group. So really quick, I'm going to let you get a few tidbits about myself. Maybe we'll connect. Maybe you'll be like, wait, this girl, My name's Ashley Toops. I'm here in my office in Minnesota, a small town, which some people think they live in a small town. And I'm like, my town is smaller than your town. But we don't have a street light, not one single street light. It's a town of about 1,200 people. You can walk around the whole outside of it, and it's about a mile. And it's a beautiful place. We have chicken farms and dairy farms, and it's just God's country. And I love it. We have 4 children. I'm married to a teacher, a wrestling coach, and a firefighter. So he is like a no messing around type of guy. I mean, he's just like, if you can get that guy to laugh. Wrestling coaches are a whole different type of people. But he's amazing. He's just the best ever dad. He's so supportive of my business, so supportive. Always has been. Even when we were dirt poor and I didn't have enough money to start a business. And I'll get into that. But he's such an amazing supporter. And then we have 4 children. We have 3 boys. There's my daughter. We have 3 boys and 1 daughter, and they are ages. And don't judge me when I tell you the ages, okay? Just love me. You don't know me, but just no judging, okay? So their ages 10, 12, 13, 14, okay? So there was that. I do my business. I love playing volleyball. I love playing piano. We're so into all my children's sports. So busy travel baseball schedule, busy travel volleyball, club volleyball, all the wrestling at the youth level, the high school level. We are always in a bleacher. And I've been able to successfully work my business around all of that. And I'm the type of mom that I don't want to miss the concert choir. I don't want to miss the gingerbread making in the school in 3rd grade. It's my deep heart's desire to be at all that stuff, which is why I'm so passionate about sharing this business with others. I also love being away from my kids too, right? Have you ever seen that meme? That's like my favorite 2 things are in life are being with my kids and being without my kids. Good mix of both. But that's a little bit about my family. I have been in direct sales it will be 9 years next week. 9 years, which is just insane. I would have never thought that. But I started right after my 4th baby was born. Because I was just like, what am I doing with my life? Children are all around me. I had been nursing for like 5 years straight. I was like, oh, I need something. But so 9 years in this industry. I have been with Park Lane for a little over a year, absolutely in love with everything about this company. So I'm excited to tell you more. What other little tidbits can I share about my background? I think that's it. I came in through the direct appointment program. I guess I can share that, which I'll talk about that a little bit. Because if you have experience in the industry, if you have a background of being in this industry, that's a beautiful thing about Park Lane is you can kind of partner and come in with where you should be according to your background, the wisdom you've learned in the industry. So I came in, I'm a senior division here at Park Lane, and it's beautiful. So, okay. So why this business? Why Park Lane? Why direct sales? Why, right? I think we as women try to talk ourselves out of doing things like this. We're like, well, we're not going to do that. Well, I'd rather, I don't know. It's so easy for us to talk ourselves out of an industry like this because maybe you had a bad experience. Maybe you saw someone do it or use sales tactics that you didn't like or didn't like necessary vibe with, right? And I'm here to tell you to get rid of all those lies of what you thought about the direct sales industry. Just get rid of them. Start at a clean slate because the beauty of this business, of what it can do for your family, for the flexibility on your time, on your finances, all those things, and how it can truly impact your life is, I love business. I love numbers. I love crunching what industry percentages of what's going on. Risk analysis is a big thing for me. I like to weigh risk benefits of certain things jumping in. I'm like a nerd when it comes to all that stuff. And the risk of joining something like this when it's $99 and you get $500 worth of jewelry, to me, from a business standpoint, I literally don't know why everyone wouldn't just try it. You might not think you're going to do it for a year, but why wouldn't you try it? It just makes so much sense to me. So sometimes I'm like, why are you overthinking this? This is like a Costco trip. Let's just try it. Like a business, why not? But how I got started, which maybe some of you can relate. I'm kind of out of this stage of life now, which is nice. It's a beautiful thing to be out of it. But I had just had my fourth baby. And I wanted to stay at home. My husband was a teacher, and I will share, because we joke about it to this day. We're like, what in the world? That year we claimed on our taxes, right? First year teacher. He made $28,000 as a first year teacher. And I was a stay-at-home mom of 4 children. What were we? I don't even know. So for me at that time, it was like $199 to join or something, my old company. And when I went to my husband, I was like, hey, I think I want to try this business. I want to contribute. For him, because we had literally no money. And for him to be like, honey, you do what you need to do. I fully support you. When I look back on that, I'm like, he is a gem of a human. Because he could have been like, what? That's groceries for the next 4 months. But you didn't look at me and think, oh, she needs this in her life. You probably saw me as a struggling mom. I was a mom, with 4 kids holding onto the side of the cart in Walmart. And I was like, hands on the cart, kids. And just trying to get to the parking lot from the store without losing a child, or one running off, or the cart going down. I was struggling, but yet I loved it. I didn't want to complain about being a stay-at-home, because that's what I wanted. That was a privilege that I got to be a stay-at-home mom. But it was something was not connecting. And I love my kids dearly. I was so into that, but I was like, I just need a little something more. I needed an email. The first time I got an email from the company that just said here's this week's specials. I was like, oh my gosh, look at me. I'm getting an email. I'm so fancy again, with a job, because you don't have that when you're a stay-at-home mom. I just lost it all. My husband would come home from work and he'd be like, how was your day? And the day was great. We did Play-Doh, we did this, we did that. No one got hurt. No one peed on the floor, whatever. The day was great, but it was so draining for my spirit that I would just be crying. He'd be like, are you okay? Was the day horrible? I'd be like, no, the day was actually great, but it's just so much. So enter direct sales business. I got invited to this online show that, I kid you not, I saw this online show, it was my friend. They're posting these pictures of the jewelry. And I remember thinking, I think I could do this online show better than she could. I was like, if you just have to post pictures and it's really cute stuff. And I wanted this one necklace so bad. And the necklace was $90. Well, remember what we claimed on our taxes that year? There was no way I was buying a $90 necklace. I don't work. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids. My husband would have probably told me to buy the necklace. Just, honey, whatever, we'll figure it out. But I was too much guilt. I had guilt going through the McDonald's drive-through to get my McCafe because it was $4. I couldn't let it go. That's a whole nother thing. And I think, okay, here's a solution. I'm at home. I still can be at home, but I can work around the kids' stuff. I can just have some online shows or whatever. And this would be good every once in a while if I could get out of the house at nights where we don't have to pay a babysitter when my husband's home. And I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a go. So I sign up. I don't have any background. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not fancy. I don't wear jewelry. If you see me day to day, I got a little fancy for the video tonight. I mean, look at me. But if you saw me day to day, I'm like the North Dakota farmer's daughter. I barefoot outside in my garden. I hardly wear makeup. I'm just not what you would say, oh, look at her. She's so fancy. I am not that gal. So if you have the notion that you have to look a certain way, be a certain way, talk a certain way, show your jewelry off in a certain way, those are garbage. You don't need any of that, because you actually just need to be who God created you to be, as you are right wherever you're sitting watching this. That's who you need to be. So I join when I have these 4 small children, I'm nursing, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just thought, I think I could do this online show better than the gal did it. Like I could show it off. I could whatever, say whoop, whoop, and check out these studs. And so I joined. And I remember I got my first ever order, you guys, and I made like $7, $7. And I started crying. I'm like, just contributed $7 to my family at home with my 4 kids, schlepping around from my sweatpants in my like nursing bra. I think I did the show. I've done so many online shows while I was nursing a baby or doing this or doing that, that I'm like, I contributed money while feeding a child that I birthed, that I carried in my belly. And now I'm making money while feeding that child still home. And it was like a beautiful thing. It was like this in my head. I'm like, ding, ding. Like, what? It just, this light went off and I was all in. I was all in to what this could do for my family. So I make $7 and I'm like, $7. But guess what? At that time, $7 was a lot of money. I think that month went by and I did 2 online shows. My first month, okay? 2 online shows. You know, you ask your college friend, your neighbor. And I did 2 online shows and I think I made $237. That was life-changing money to my family then. $237. Then that year goes on and I just consistently kind of do it. I made $12,000 that first year. That's like $1,000 a month. I mean, I was like, what is happening? What is happening? So the impact that this business could have, and I was just talking about sales and jewelry. Don't talk about the community, the coaching, the mental toughness you gain. I guess that's like a wrestling term. My husband uses that all the time, mental toughness, but literally to strengthen your mind. This business has literally helped strengthen my mind because you learn how to not take things so personal. You learn how to, think of business and personal things in your brain where you're not like, oh my gosh, she didn't want to host a party. She must hate me. It's like, no, not at all. Like she's just busy. It's made me mentally tough. It's contributed so much financially. It's made me a better mother, a better wife. It has, and it's not about the jewelry. It's not the jewelry that's doing this. That is just what we have to offer. But the joy, the being able to serve my community, to show up and serve my family, to serve my husband and my children and lead by example and be an entrepreneur and a CEO of I am Park Lane with Ashley Toops. Like that's a beautiful thing. That's a powerful thing. I recently got to take my daughter with me to Hawaii. And I mean, I think she kind of thinks I'm a big deal now, like in this business. And I'm like, honey, but the way she views me, and this all came from one little decision to say, hey, I'm going to have an online show. I'm going to sign up for this business, $99, and I'm going to give it a shot. But so many times we won't even allow ourselves to go there. We won't even allow ourselves to try to take the shot because we're so like, this isn't for me. I can never do it. I'm not her. I don't look like this. I can't take pictures like that. I don't have an office, guys. I didn't have an office. I just got this office like last year when we moved to this house out in the boondocks here in Pierce, Minnesota. I did my business from laying on my bed. That was my office, my first 6 years of my life. I just made the bed and then laid on it with my laptop. Like, okay, you don't need no office. So stop trying to talk yourself out of all the reasons you can't do something or why you shouldn't do it, or it's not going to work for you. Maybe you're like, well, but I know a gal that down the street that does it. And like all her customers and all the neighbors buy from her and we talk ourselves out of it. Well, guess what? She is not you. You are the only you. And that's what people want. I promise, if you just for 1 second say, I can, I will, I'm allowed to try new things. I'm allowed to, whatever age you are, to say, I'm going to try this new adventure, because what it can do for you, whether it's the finances you're looking for, the community, whether it's free jewelry, maybe you just honestly like literally are like, I kind of want some jewelry for a discount. Like all their trays behind you, like, could I get in on some of that? Yes, you can. Because not everyone's story is going to look the same. Not everyone's going to need, freak out about that $7 order or, commission that I made. But maybe it's one of those things. But if you don't decide, if you don't take that step to let yourself try, because you stand behind the like, it's not for me, I can never do it, my neighbor's already doing it, you'll never know. And the thing about when talking about the business stuff, the risk analysis is there's nothing to lose here. There's nothing to lose. You can try it for 30 days, for 60 days, for 90 days. And then you can be like, okay, I learned this. I tried this. I got some new jewels. I did my, and then maybe it's like, okay, I don't have a lot of time, or I'm going to wait and do this. You only have something to learn. You don't lose anything. You don't have to send it all back. You don't have to, I promise, if you just give it a try, there will be something you will learn, money you will earn, friendships you will gain, or something along the way. Maybe it's your mindset. Maybe it's your confidence where you'll be like, wow. But now that I'm 40, I say, if I could have joined when I was in college, if I could have know what I know now, and now I'm on a mission. Like, I literally think people should be talking about this in colleges, in their entrepreneurship classes. We should be telling our daughters, like, this is an amazing business. We have to change the view, change this perspective of how this business is viewed, because I want to rewrite this story. I want 20-year-old girls starting this business and getting in deep foundations and learning. Like, and now, like when I started, 9 years ago, it wasn't like you didn't party on your phone, on your cell phones, right? Now we have every graphic, every media, every app, everything we can need for a business like this. We have it at our fingertips. And trust me, Park Lane is amazing with the tools, and they're free. They're free. It's the type of company where instead it's like, oh, look what she's doing. Oh, look what she's doing. It's like, look what we do all together. We rise with the tide all together. It's not like she's over here and she's doing her business. It's just, we all rise with the tide. When one is doing good, we all are doing good. And that's what you feel. That's what you want. It's such a healthy, like, in the world and the art of comparison, and look what she's doing and look at her. And there is no room for that here. And it is not here. Okay. Then we don't have time for any of that. Okay. Just helping each other. All we want is a mission to do better, to show up better, to do more for our family, to contribute more this way, right? And the tools are right here in front of you, right here. You just have to step into it and say, I'm going to give it a shot. And I really hope you guys will give it a shot. I hope you're here on this Learn More page, watching this video, this live, and thinking, instead of thinking of all the reasons you can't and making that list and turning this off and being like, I hope you get a little glimmer. If we could see each other the way that other women see us, like if I could see you right now, you're right, and say, you can, like, I see the beauty in you. I see the potential in you. But I think women, we view ourselves so the worst of all, of the, like, I couldn't do it. It's not for me. But you are allowed to try new things. And I'm so glad I did, because of the impact it had on my family. I'm so glad, so broke, all those kids around me, 3 kids in diapers, 4 kids, 4 and under, which was the math. We had 4 kids, 4 and under. Don't recommend that, but I do recommend starting your own business. It all worked out. They're so lovely now. They're amazing humans. And yeah, I'm proud of my kids, and I'm proud of this business. And I am going to be talking about it every day for a long, long time, because it's such a smart business. Residual income, income you can make when you can set up your business all digitally. There's so much you can do now with automation in business. There's literally no reason why you wouldn't want to try something like this. Maybe you're like, I'm not into jewelry. Guess what? I really wasn't into jewelry either. I'm still kind of not really the jewelry gal. But jewelry is just a vehicle. Jewelry is a vehicle to add joy, to be of service to people, to be able to connect with people. When I was a mom with 4 kids all home, I was lonely. I was struggling. And then even when we moved to this small town, it's hard to meet people as an adult. Jeez. I thought making friends when you were young was tough. No, that's easy. It's hard to make friends when you're older, when you're an older woman. It's like, what do you talk about? Oh my gosh, don't get me started. But this has been a blessing. It's helped me to have easy conversations, to authentically meet people, to be able to branch out, to be able to give money back to the school now, give money back to nonprofits, so many things. So I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit about my story. Hired, stay-at-home mom, struggling, no money, to now a business that has brought many, 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 many dollars to my family, where we have money and savings, where I don't have to freak out if I go through the McDonald's drive-through to get my coffee. I can get many coffees now. I can buy for my friends that are in the car with me and not feel guilty about it. And I have a business that I can still get to my kids' track meets and this and that and build it around them. And it's just a beautiful thing. So I'm done with the lies of like, oh, those direct selling businesses, or, oh, this is how they work. No, it's a beautiful product that you sell directly to someone. Okay. There's no middleman or someone who has to, all of that, where then it's just a beautiful product. It's a direct selling company, and the vehicle happens to be jewelry. And let me tell you, the jewelry ain't bad either. I kind of love it. Park Lane. Why Park Lane is because once you're part of it, you're like, whoa, it's above and beyond leadership, community, tools needed, and just say, I don't care about any of that stuff. Well, then guess what? It's the comp plan. It's the compensation plan. That is why Park Lane. The amount we get paid on per dollar, the commission you can start at when you're here is sensational. That's why Park Lane is because the money you can make, the potential, and the roots of the company. You've seen a lot of companies turn over or switch or get bought out or get sold out. We are a 67-year-old company, and our roots are solid, and they are not on shaky ground. They are on about as firm, good soil as they can be on. And this company is so strong and stable. I did so much research. I'm like, remember, I love all that stuff. I did so much research to try to learn about the company and the risk involved. And guess what? The risk right now is your brain saying that you can't do this. And I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to end with this, saying that you can, you will, you are capable just as you are in your greasy high top ponytail or whatever you're watching with, because usually that's me, my greasy high top ponytail where I'm like pulling out my greasy hair. That's how I am schlepping on the couch doing my online shows. And guess, I'm here to tell you that this business is for you. I hope you learned a little nugget today, something that maybe inspired you to get over your beliefs that you can't do this. And I hope you know that you can. And we are here. Our table is long and big, and there is room for all. There is room for all at our table. And we truly want you here with our community. Not for me, for you to see what you're capable of, what you can give to your family, serve to your family, all of that. So I'm going to sign off how I sign off of all of my lives that I do in my VIP group. And that is by saying that joy is the best accessory. Joy is the best accessory. And I hope you will find it. I hope you have joy in your life. I know that this company can bring a lot of joy. And yeah, it's kind of scary to try something new, but I hope you will. I really hope you will, because Park Lane is amazing. And if you have any more questions, like privately, if you're like, we want to know exactly what you made, or we want to know like your hardest, whatever about this, or your obstacles, just send me a personal message and I'll be happy to answer anything in the comments. I'm glad you guys hung out. Hope you learned more about Park Lane. Bye, everyone.